What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. I am out at the home site right now, and in today's episode I wanted to talk about neglect, because that's what I've been doing a lot of out here the past 4 weeks, neglecting my food forest. Now, I've also been neglecting you all. I haven't kind of kept you in the loop as to what's going on, so let me give you a quick life update. Over the past couple weeks, we've had somebody run through the front of the business I work at. We've had a house fire across the street that burnt one of the homes in my neighborhood right down to the ground. And also, because it's summertime, I am in the middle of my disc golf touring season. So every weekend, I have been driving to a new town in our state to do a disc golf tournament. So I have been away from this food forest and neglecting it. However, it still thrives. It doesn't need my help. I can neglect this place and Mother Nature will continue to do what she does best, which is grow. And that is the beauty and joy of permaculture systems. I've designed this so that I don't have to be here babying it along every single week. I've designed this place to be low maintenance. I've set this up so that I could walk away for maybe more than 4 weeks and things continue to grow and thrive. So I want to walk around the whole food forest, kind of show you some of the neglect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this place up a little bit. I'm going to do a scheduled disturbance, a little chop and drop. And then I'm going to walk around again and kind of show you how the place looks after a scheduled disturbance. So things are still growing out here. We've got elderberry. This is pawpaw right here. I have a whole bunch of pawpaw patches looking really good, putting on tons of fruit. Fruit set has been doing great this year. The dominant weeds out here right now, we have goldenrod, which I let grow so that we have this source of pollen and nectar for all the native bees in the fall. Some other dominant weeds that I have growing out here are lamb's quarters. And I have a whole ground cover of lamb's quarters out here. Everything growing underneath my pawpaw patch is basically lamb's quarters. I also have a lot of wild lettuces growing out here. Now these are lettuces that have been crossed with cultivated lettuces, and I've just continued to let the wild lettuces grow. Now I'm selective about the weeds that I let grow. Over the years I've picked some weeds and let other weeds grow. This is why I have a dominant species of lamb's quarters and wild lettuces growing. Those are my favorite edible weeds. Now I also have some edible weeds like passion fruit. Some would consider passion fruit or passion flower a weed. However, I allow this one to grow. It's a great pollinator and it's actually a pretty tasty fruit. Now, because I've gotten out of the way and have allowed myself to kind of have a hands-off approach, Mother Nature is starting to move in. Now, I don't know if you can see this bird's nest here in my muscadine patch, but Mother Nature is starting to kind of move in, and that's what I want. I want Mother Nature to move in. I want birds to be my pest control. So I'm taking this hands-off approach. This is part of permaculture. Some people may not like the weedy look of this place. However, I think it's a beautiful thing. Figs are doing great right now. Let me just kind of give you a panning shot of how dense this place has gotten, because it is very thick, it is very dense, and I'm at the point of the year where I'm starting to let my chickens come on out here again and help me out with the weeding process. So they're coming through here. They're chopping, they're dropping. I'm about to do a little chop and drop out here. I'm gonna spend an hour of time just out here to kind of chop it and drop it. And then I'm gonna walk you guys around here one more time. So let me take another broad look over here. Let me just give you a broad look at the whole place. So like I said, a huge, giant biomass is starting to accumulate out here. We have vines growing up trees. We have wild elderberry bending over with the weight of the fruit. We have this ground cover of lamb's quarters, wild lettuces, and we have vining passion fruit all over the place. So this is what my food forest looks like right now. Pretty weedy, pretty wild. I've got an apricot tree here that hasn't produced this year, but what it's doing is acting as a great trellis for all the passion fruit. My vegetable patch has definitely gone to weeds. So once again, what I'm going to do is kind of go through here. I'm going to do a little chop and drop, and then we're going to take another look at the place and see what it looks like after a scheduled disturbance. Okay, welcome back, garden fans. After 3 weeks of neglect, I came out here for just an hour to chop and drop, to mow, to kind of liberate some of the trees that were getting overtaken by some vines. And what I have now is a much cleaner palette to start working with as we come into fall. My back patio veggie garden is looking a little more tame. Just a little bit more work and I'll be able to start planting my kale, collards, and other brassicas for winter. Let me take you on another walk around the whole place one more time, just kind of show you how it looks, and then touch on some of the things that are blooming and that are fruiting. As I said before, we have tons and tons of elderberry coming on. I'm going to be doing syrups mainly with these. I'll probably make a few elderberry tinctures too for medicinal purposes. Elderberry is fruiting at this time of year. As I said before, also passion fruit is all over the place. I love making a passion fruit juice. Every time I mow the yard, I end up using the clippings as mulch out here for my pawpaw patch. So they're looking pretty cleaned up right now. And here again, all my hand pollination techniques have really got these pawpaws setting a whole bunch of fruit. Provided we continue to get a good amount of rain, these will continue to plump up here into the end of summer and into fall. My chickens are now out and about. They've kind of been locked up, cooped up, so to speak, for the past couple months as we were in the spring growing season. But here again, as we move into this hot part of summer and I need some mowing done, I'm letting them roam on through. Gummy berry is another fruit that we're going to be harvesting very shortly. So we have pawpaw, we have gummy berry, we have muscadines are coming on right now. Passion fruit, muscadines are coming on. They should be ready in another month or so. And then figs, like I was saying earlier, are definitely coming on. These figs always do very well here in the chicken run area. Fruiting very heavily this year. And that's it, garden fans. Really just kind of wanted to walk you around, show you the whole place. The jujube is fruiting just a touch. This jujube needs another pollinator here. And in the spring of next year, what I'll be doing is planting out another jujube to help get that a little bit of cross-pollination. It's looking a little crowded right now with the sumac around it. However, I am going to be trimming that down here shortly as well. Anyway, garden fans, wanted to talk neglect today because I really do, during points of the year, neglect this forest. I just step away, life gets in the way, and I do what I need to do. And Mother Nature does what she does, which is grow. And that's kind of how I set this place up. I set this place up so that Mother Nature could do what she does best, which is grow. And then I try to get up out the way. Because Mother Nature is a much better gardener than me. And all too often, we tend to get in the way of what Mother Nature can do naturally. So I've set this system up for success, and then I've gotten out the way. And as you see, with a little bit of poking and prodding at a few key times throughout the year, this place can really thrive with not a lot of maintenance. Today is a 2-for-1 special, garden fans. I'm going to be posting another video on the project farm just to get you updated on what's going on out there. There's a lot more things growing, fruiting, and looking much better than my place here. It's just a lot larger area, so I have a lot more opportunity for growth and diversity out there. So I hope you go check out that video after this one. We appreciate you all watching. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. That's what really helps us out. Thanks for stopping by, garden fans. God bless.